Yo, what's happening, guys? Leafs vs. Devils Game 2 reaction. And I have to say, guys, another good game by the Toronto Maple Leafs. So obviously we saw the game last night against Montreal. The Leafs were a bit unlucky, of course, hitting 3 posts. You know, they had a lot of good chances, 47 shots on net. Montembeault had a great game and shut them out. But a different story tonight for the Toronto Maple Leafs, playing their former head coach, Sheldon Keefe, against the New Jersey Devils, of course. The Devils were 2-0 in Prague against the Sabres, so they're coming back into North America feeling confident, you know, with their new goaltender, Markstrom, in net. But I have to say, man, the Leafs, once again, they started off well. Forechecking-wise, the Leafs were all over the Devils. I loved what I saw. And that is all credit to Craig Berube, the system he plays. The guy likes to play a north-south type of style. And the Leafs just kept on pressing New Jersey. And it was a hell of a first period. You know, the first goal scored by Max Pacioretty because Nick Robertson made a great play trying to get through the middle of the zone. Steven Lorentz as well, another spectacular game by him, playing well last night against Montreal, of course. He's scoring a beautiful backhander goal. Pacioretty's goal was a great goal. Bobby McMann gets on the score sheet after being scratched from last night's game against Montreal. He comes into the lineup for Ryan Reeves, and he scores a goal, showing the coach that he deserves to be playing more and shouldn't have been scratched last night. And, of course, we got to talk about Dennis Hildeby in his NHL debut tonight. I thought the kid looked solid in net. He looked comfortable between the posts. You know, he didn't look shaky at all. He knew where he was in his net. And I thought he had a great game, making 23 of 25 saves, of course. And the Leafs didn't play this game completely offensively the entire game. They had to grind this game out in the second and third periods. But I thought they did a really good job grinding out this game. John Tavares scored a beautiful goal in the second period to give that Leafs that insurance goal. But obviously, we're going to talk about some concerning things, of course, like the penalties. Obviously, the Leafs have had 10 penalties in the last 2 games. They took a really bad penalty at the end of the first period. John Tavares took a bad penalty. New Jersey scores that penalty off that penalty there on that power play. And they give New Jersey a bit of life in that first period there. I didn't like what I saw there. And then in the same thing in the second period, the Leafs, unfortunately, with a bit of bad luck again, Benoit's stick breaks. And then New Jersey comes back on the attack. And then they score another last-minute goal in the period to make it another 2-score game. But you know what, guys? I have to say, in the third period, the Leafs played like a veteran hockey team. Didn't give New Jersey much. Shut the game down. And they cruised on to another impressive game. And this time, obviously, with a win, of course, compared to last night. Now, another thing that bloody concerns me, guys, is the power play. 0 for 6 to start the season. And the 2 power plays that the Leafs had tonight, God almighty, they were absolutely horrendous. The Leafs could not get into New Jersey's zone. They couldn't cycle. They couldn't get anything set up at all. So Marc Savard has a big job on his hands. But the power play is something that us Leaf fans do not like to see struggle. Of course, obviously seeing what the Leafs struggled with in the playoffs against the Bruins, just absolutely horrendous what they were like in the playoffs last year. Obviously, it's a new season, of course, with a new coach. But the first 2 games, not a positive start. I think Oliver Ekman-Larsson needs to be controlling the power play from the points instead of Morgan Rielly. He needs to be quarterbacking it. Because I don't think Morgan Rielly should be doing it. I think Ekman-Larsson's a better player at doing that. The guy's a cup champion, of course, coming off the win with Florida last year. So he should be running the power play with the other 4 guys. But we'll see if Craig Berube makes that changes. But other than that, though, man, I love the game tonight by the Leafs. Veteran win for them. Good, hard-nosed win. Once again, Chris Tanev, the guy blows my mind. How clean he gets the puck out of our zone is mind-blowing to see, because obviously we have never had a type of defenseman like this. Ekman-Larsson, another solid game. You got to give the fourth line of the Leafs credit. Their bottom 6 was really good tonight, of course. Like I mentioned, Steven Lorentz, 2 solid games for the Toronto native. I thought he was all over the place tonight, forechecking and everything. Matthew Knies, the guy is an absolute beast. You guys saw him knock off one of the New Jersey players, and he made that beautiful little effort to get past by the other guy, got that shot off Markstrom. Unfortunately, he didn't score. Obviously, a little bit of a quieter night for guys like Marner, Nylander, and Matthews, but that's fine. It's good to see that the secondary scoring from the bottom guys, we want to see that more this year, of course, because the Leafs don't get enough of it in the past seasons with this team. But a positive win for the Maple Leafs moving forward to the next game against Pittsburgh in their home opener. And not tonight, Sheldon Keefe beating their former coach. So a good result for the Maple Leafs. And let's see how they do on Saturday night. But guys, thanks for watching this video. As always, click like if you like this video. Subscribe if you guys want to see more content. Go Leafs, go. And remember, if you do not watch sports, you are more. Ciao, guys.